This is the face of an idiot who tried to have everybody agree with him in a Discord VC when he said the Dairy Queen chicken strips are even drier than the desert itself. And then literally everybody in the Discord chat just like, bruh, but they're good, like they're tasty and stuff. And then yeah, it was just that's actually a true story. Like I remember I the only thing I remember from the call is that is well yeah the only thing I remember from the call is saying that the chicken strips at that Dairy Queen are dry. And before I say that, well, and I should say this too, like I do love the chicken strips down at Dairy Queen. They do taste pretty good, but I expected everybody else to kind of like hate them or something because like they actually are kind of dry if you know what I mean. Like at least the ones in my Dairy Queen location. But yes, I said that once, and everybody in the Discord call was just like, but they're tasty. Like, come on, man. Like, yeah, I was just like, oh, okay, that didn't really work. Well, I kind of look like an idiot now, so let's just reveal that I actually like them. Yeah, I already know that. Aiden was in the call. Maybe he remembers this, but I have a feeling he won't. Hello, me children. Today I'm going to tell you something that still pisses me off today. My God, that voice is horrible. This is something that happened during a high school football game, and this situation that I was put in kind of would kind of piss anybody off really, like really like I got over it and stuff, even though I did say that I still get pissed over it. I only get pissed over it when I really start to get into it, just like that. But when I just think about it from here to there, I just laugh and just like, wow, that was just such an epic moment. And the person who made this moment horrible was just so douchey. Well, guys, I forgot to tell you all, but I'm still stuck with allergies. So if I do sound a little weird, it's because my nose is still clogged and stuffy. So yeah, that's what you'll hear. If you're around me, that's usually what you'll hear is, yeah, allergies suck. They are horrible because they're horrible. So this here happened, I think eighth grade, I believe. So I well, me and my family, it was like there was a football game in the high school, and me and my family went to it. I do know that, and I'm not into sports and all that crap, and I don't like watching all that stuff. Though I do have a favorite football team, which is the 49ers, most likely because my dad likes them and stuff. This is probably the reason why. But other than that, I really don't care much about football or any other sport really. So we still went though, cause it was game night. This was like after school as well. So we just I think we my throat tickles. We went home after school, ate dinner and stuff, and we probably came here right after. Like I think that's how it was. Like we came here straight after. So yeah, and like all football games, they'll always last until dark. At least at school, at my school at least, school district. So ah man, my throat. Okay, my throat feels like it needs cleared, but it doesn't. I don't know why that happens, but it happens, and it's very annoying. So if you guys should know this. Hopefully, you guys know this, but when there's like a big game, like this game was a big game. We were well, yeah, but this was a big game. It was our football team versus Probably the St. James football team, if I have to be honest, because St. James is one of the nearby schools. That's close, in Missouri. There, it's close to Raw and stuff. So yeah, I think either them or some other school I don't know of. I don't know, like some other school that I do know of but forgot because I'm making a video and I forget stuff that I need to know, like videos and stuff. Oh God, let's see if lemonade helps with this throat crap. Um, no, it doesn't help. So if you guys don't know this, when it comes to big games, at least at school, I don't know if every sports every sports stadium and all that crap does this during big games when you have two teams and two fandoms watching them and stuff. But there's a split line where um, the home team the home team is on this side, or what, it's on at least one side, and then the other team that the competitor team is on this side, or whatever side, really, I don't know. It's just on either side. But in this story, my side was over here and the enemy side was here. So yeah, that's how it is and stuff. And apparently, you can't. Well, no, no. Okay, that's just going to be a big spoiler if I tell you what you're supposed to do and what not to do. So yeah, um, never mind. Screw this. If the story has to continue, the story has to continue any certain way. So basically, you're not supposed to cross into the other team, or the fans of the other team. So the visitor section, that visitor team, that's what it's called. Finally, I found out. I remembered at least. So yeah, you're not able to cross into it. So yeah, my throat still tickles. All right, so um, you're not supposed to do that, and so yeah, I didn't really know this at the time, but now I do. So um, it was getting pretty dark. It was like very dark. The sky was just pitch black, and if you didn't know, you're able to see the two Lowe's towers from the school, the high school at least, because you have a view of Lowe's, or just the Lowe's area in general. As you can see, you have a view of those, and well, not the area itself, only the towers. Yeah, but they could be blocked by trees too. So yeah. So the second Lowe's tower didn't go in night mode yet at the time. So I wanted to witness it go into night mode up close, or at least closer than I was, because that's how I was back then. I'm not like that anymore. Uh, so yeah. So I went over to the visitor section. I was like at this spot and stuff, and I was just standing there. I was watching the tower, and I watched it go to night mode. I was also paying attention to the street lights, even though they were LED. And there's also it's a high pressure sodium street light over here. You can see the shadow of it. I was also looking at that too. So yeah, that might have been one of the main reasons too. The second Lowe's tower, and this little street light that's on the school property. So I forgot what I was talking about, but yeah, I forgot what part of the story I was on, because my dog broke through that. She was breaking through the door. She kept on pushing it and stuff. So yeah, the reason why is because my parents are watching a football video. Basically, you're able to hear what are the people that like touchdown, and 1.4 this tier, you know, that those people, like, that's, yeah, they're talking stuff, and for for some reason somebody set off the alarm in the video, the fire alarm, so you know how it goes. E e e e e. So yeah, you know how that goes. Well, I'm guessing it scared my dog, so she busted through my door and came into my room. But she wasn't even invited either. Yeah, for some reason she always busts into my room instead of Sophie's. I mean, my sister's. Yeah, I'm too used to saying my sister's name when I'm talking about things. So yeah, if you hear clicking and clicking, then it's because we have hardwood floor, and you're able to hear my dog's claws clicking on it. So yeah. Um, okay, I remember what part of the story we were on now. I was watching the second lowest tower go in night mode, and I was also watching the street light, the high pressure sodium street light. I was just chillaxing, you know, no problem, no problem whatsoever. And all of a sudden, my junior high principal, she just slowly walked over, and she came in with a "Hello, Landon." I was just like, "Oh, hey." Yeah, she's acting all nice, and she's just like, "Oh, how's your day and stuff?" I was just like, "It's just usual, you know, school." Oh my, oh man, never gotta let my dog out. She was asking the usual questions that your teacher would probably ask you if they didn't see you at school that day or something. So yeah, um, she was acting all nice and stuff, and she was just like, "What are you doing?" And I told her what I was doing because I wasn't that worried about revealing why I was an enthusiast stuff and crap like I am now, because people don't even they don't give a damn about the things I'm an enthusiast stuff, like streetlights and stuff. People in Northern, they don't give any second thoughts about them. Towers, barely anybody does. I'm like the small group of people that I know of, like, you know, me, Aiden, and everybody else that you know of that I keep on talking about in my videos. Yeah. And then there's more people out there somewhere too, but we're still a small group of tower enthusiasts. So yeah, I was just like, oh, I'm just watching out. I went to see that one tower in the distance, and I was also just like, oh, I was also look at that street light, and she just like, oh, okay. And then she completely threw away her nice attitude and turned into what a principal really is. She was just like, "But what are you doing here?" Just like, "What? I just I just told you." She just like, "You're supposed to stay on our side. You're not supposed to go, but you're not supposed to come over to the visitor section. Like, come on, man. Like, leave me alone." My nose. Ah. So yeah. I was just like, what? I want. Let me do what I want to do. I'm not interested in the game or anything. I just want to just hang out and just look at crap, you know. And my principal didn't like this. She just like, well, you're supposed to be at the Bulldogs side, which the Bulldogs is our school mascot. So yeah, uh, she's just like, you're not supposed to be over here. Go back now. Go and sit down. I was just like, geez, lady, like you really are a female dog. So yeah, I had to go back because of that. Though it wasn't very important either. Like I like you're able to get a better view of the first and second Lowe's tower when you're all the way on this side here, because no trees will be blocking it and stuff. So yeah, um, so yeah, it was it pissed me off. I know that. Like seriously, like look at this, look at this. Like you see this? That is a concession stand. Now play into the story a little. It'll play into the story after I after I tell you this. All right, here's what I had to say before. Here's what I had to say before. Well, this here will come into play after I say this. So there's another time where we had a big game and stuff. I think it was like Pride Night or something. So yeah, we stayed for the football game and stuff. But we usually stay for like all the free crap that would be sold in the parking lot and stuff. Like there's a lot of tents and stuff just set up cooking hot dogs and whatever and selling selling things here and there, and also some businesses also come here and either give small portions of their stuff for free, or they just or they you could just buy it and stuff instead of just being at the store, their business. So yeah, but this time we stayed for the game, which is usually something that I don't think we usually do. But yeah, we did this time, and it was pretty boring because I'm not into that. I'm not into sports, so I just wandered off. Eventually, I found one of my friends, and then we found another friend, and then there's two more friends that were hanging out, and then we merged into this group of people. And then I remember there being I remember there being another guy that was with us too. He eventually joined us. He was probably a friend of one of my friends and stuff. So yeah, it was all good and stuff. One of my friends he'll do anything. Like he's a daredevil. That's all he is. So yeah, and back then he was very much a daredevil and stuff. So yeah, he was a very very strong one. So um, I remember. So apparently the apparently this here, or just this little area here, is the off limits area. But this is where the visitors are allowed to be at, and only visitors. So yeah, um, there's that. I got a notification. Oh hey, look, it's something else. Something else about school. I don't know what that says, but I'll just check it out later. So yeah, the off limits line was like over here somewhere. So yeah, one of my friends dared this daredevil, or or wait, is a daredevil usually the one that? Yeah, I think the daredevil's actually the one who dares people to do something. So yeah, maybe he dared himself into doing this because he actually is a daredevil and stuff. So yeah, he tried to cross the line and go into the visitors section. And then the principal from earlier that kind of kicked me out of the visitor section and stuff, and another teacher immediately just made him turn around, like no words said. Like they just pushed their hands out, and he had to just walk back, and he just started giggling and all that stuff. So yeah, so that there is when this comes to play. So, if we're not allowed to cross, if we're not allowed to cross this area here into the visitor section, then that means that line is also the off limits line for the home section. So, what do the visitors do? They go to the concession stand. So yeah, you know what? They cross that line over and over and over and over and over again, and nobody says crap about it. Nobody says shh about it. Nobody does shh about it. They're breaking the rules, but they won't let us do that. Seriously, man? They like seriously, man. Like why? Like you're crossing our line. Like get out of our line. Like if you won't let us in your side of the state, if you won't let us in on your side, then you shouldn't be on our side. So yeah, that was something. So yeah, it wasn't just the teachers that that cared if you were on the visitor section and stuff. The visitor section itself, actually did. They were against us students crossing into this section. Like I remember my sister and her friend on another big game like this. I think this one was during the day too, so it wasn't as good as the first two, but um, I was I was just sitting with my parents and stuff because I had nothing to do. None of my friends were there and stuff, and walking around is completely useless because every time I do that, it feels like somebody yells at me for something. Like literally, I'm pretty sure somebody said that I was rude for something. I remember I crossed a confection stand, and some lady was saying something just like "Let him through, let him through, let him through" or something, and then I remember I walked past the concession stand and that same lady said, "You're so rude." Like, I don't know if she was talking to me or not, or somebody else, but I have a feeling that it was for me. So, yeah. Um, I didn't want to do that crap, so I just sat there and waited and waited and waited until the game ends because I wanted to go home. That's all I wanted to do. So, yeah. But my sister and her friend cross the visitor section. I have no idea how they got through the principals and all that crap. They might have went through this area here. I'm pretty sure no teacher guards that area. They only guard this area here. Like, yeah, I guess so, because that's really the only way that they could have gotten into this. Oh, wait, how did I even get into the visitor section in the first place? I must have taken this route or something. So yeah, they're both there and stuff, and I wasn't with them because if I followed them, my sister would bash the hell out of me. So yeah, I wasn't even interested in going with them either. Like, who does that? Like, I already know that 99% of siblings would not want to do the same, not want to do the same thing that their other sibling is doing, or just siblings doing. You know what I mean? I swear to God, these natural disasters are literally just, I like every natural disaster. Every big national disaster that's happening right now is literally just they're literally this Weather Channel is just milking the out of it, like seriously. So yeah, I remember I either this was like days before and we were just talking about the game and stuff, or either a car ride home, but I think it either my parents or my sister brung up the time where brung up how my sister and her friend snuck over to the visitor section and stuff. Well, I remember either my mom or my sister was talking about this to somebody, and any of them, like my mom or sister, they said that they said, "Oh, yeah, she was kind of if I think my mom said this. I'm pretty sure I remember that. So yeah, she's just like, "Oh yeah, my daughter and one of her friends went over to the visitor section, and they both told me that literally everybody was booing them off and telling them to go back on their side. Like they were even cussing at them too. I guess I'm pretty sure. That's why I remember. So yeah, they take that crap seriously. So yeah, don't go into the visitor section. Like, it's not worth it unless if you're me and um want to get a close view of the second Lowe's Tower and street light. So yeah, this visitor section crap, my school district just treats the crossing into the visitor section as a gigantic war crime or something. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, so Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Just playing and stuff. Just playing with your minds. So yeah, the visitor section, 0 out of 10. I would never want to go cross into that ever again. Like the teachers are rude about it. The visitor section itself is rude about it. Like hell, the entire school district is rude about crossing into the visitor section. Like seriously, man. Why? Why? Seriously, like I should have been like yelled at to go back to my side and stuff, while the visitor section is able to go to the confession stand. They cross our line and stuff. Like we don't do crap about that. Like what the hell? Seriously, man. And that's why the visitor section crap is horrible.